When he was good, he was very good indeed. But when he was bad, he was horrid. No, we're not talking nursery rhymes. We're talking MarShawn Lloyd, Dynasty Fantasy Football, film breakdown. Let's go. I've been seeing a ton of hype for MarShawn Lloyd, and it's not hard to see why. He can do things physically that most other backs in this class simply can't do. Right here, you're going to see this lineman pull this way, and he's going to come in, and this lineman is going to try to block him. But you'll see he whiffs, and this guy is right in MarShawn Lloyd's face. Lloyd looks dead to rights, but watch this jump cut. Whoop! Big play out of nothing. On this one, you're going to see patience, acceleration, and great elusiveness. So this guy over here, he's going to pull, try to lead block, all right? And that takes time to set up. So you're going to see Lloyd, he needs to slow play this. And watch, he does. He takes those couple of little stutter steps to let this guy get to his block, and then watch him accelerate. Boom. Now this guy, he had an angle. If we rewind it a little bit, you're going to see right there. I mean, he's got him. This guy is in great position to make this tackle. But Lloyd, his acceleration surprises number 12, and he leaves him diving. Makes him completely miss. And then right here, stop, plant this foot in the ground, and cut. If I were to tell you that this guy gets beaten this way instead of this way, you almost wouldn't believe me, but watch what happens. Big, powerful jump cut. Makes another guy miss. Gets a bunch of extra yards. Gets out of bounds. Great play. Okay, so on this play, you're actually going to see two pullers. Both of these linemen are pulling. This guy is going to seal here, and then the pullers are going to come through and try to lead block. And in an ideal world, when we roll this, right here, number 71, he whiffs on his block. So in an ideal world, this guy's going to block here, and then this big pulling guy, he's going to be able to come in here and lead block on this second level defender and spring Lloyd all the way out. But watch what happens. Because number 71 misses his block, number 79 does what he's supposed to do. He's climbing into the second level. But this guy ends up basically unblocked in Lloyd's face. Lloyd has incredible acceleration. Boom, right by him. Bounces off a tackle there. And then the cutting ability right here. Plants this foot. Again, would you believe me if I told you that he's going to make this guy miss this way instead of this way? I don't know. But roll the clip. Whoop. Makes him miss. Great ability to accelerate, to make defenders miss, to bounce off of tackles. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you want to see out of a running back. He's got really solid size at 5'9", 217, and he's flashed a third down skill set too. He seems like a natural catching the football, he's dangerous after the catch, and he's awesome at picking up blitzes. His receiving production in college doesn't jump off the page, but I've seen enough to know he can do it. And by all accounts, he looked great in those drills at the Senior Bowl. This all adds up to a 3-down workhorse potential and difference-making ability as a rusher. That's something that almost no other running back in this class can claim. Now you may be wondering where I got my All-22 film. For those that don't know, All-22 is this zoomed-out coach's tape where you can see the whole play for all 22 players on the field. The guy you're scouting never goes off screen. This is huge for scouting rookies, and it can be really hard to come by. But look no further. The DynastyNerds.com film room has hundreds of games of All-22 film, and we cut out every second that you don't need so you can watch a full game in under 10 minutes and see all the strengths and weaknesses, not just the highlights. Sign up today at DynastyNerds.com and use the promo code COOP for 15% off. Now let's get back into it. But there are some issues in his game that I'd be remiss not to show you guys. So one pretty rough tendency I've noticed from MarShawn Lloyd is the tendency to run backwards. Coaches hate to see this. Watch this play. You're going to see there's an unblocked defender in the backfield right there. But Lloyd does about the worst thing he can do, and he's actually going to curve about 5 yards backwards. So if we go backwards here, you're going to see right here. So, I mean, he's right about here at the 15, and when we play this thing, by the time he gets to running backwards, I mean, he's almost all the way back at the 20. And really, he had no chance to make this guy miss. And those are lost yards. I mean, that sets your offense. You're in the red zone, and now you're behind the chains. Coaches don't want to see that. Here's another angle of it. And what you're going to see here with this unblocked man, you can see it a lot better from the end zone angle. He clearly has outside leverage, right? If Lloyd wants to make him miss, he needs to kind of take a little jab step this way and then cut inside. Get him leaning even further out this direction and then go this way. Instead, he's going to try to beat him to the outside, and you can just see that that's not going to work. There's no shot that that's going to work. And he just keeps going backwards, and it's just a terrible play on his part. Here's another similar play. Play's designed to go this way, and when we roll it, we can see right here that this lineman is going to pick up this block. The idea is for Lloyd to get downhill. And as we roll this, that block does get picked up. He kind of hesitates and doesn't get straight downhill. And by the time he starts moving that way, you've got these two defenders that are in that gap. Even still, I would like to see him get downhill. You know, drop his shoulder into one of those guys, fall forward. You can get 3 to 5 yards on this play. But he keeps drawing it out this way, and really even a little bit backwards, as you see. Whoop. And then this tackle, I mean, he just goes down a little too easy for me here. He bounces it. 43, I mean, he barely gets a hand on him. You got to run through that tackle, and he just falls. Okay, on this one, I would really love to know what he thinks he's seeing. So you got Lloyd in the backfield right here. And as we take the snap and roll it, very huge hole. I mean, holes don't get bigger than that. And that's where the play is designed to go. I mean, you can see these guys are blocking out. These guys are blocking in. They're trying to create this hole for him. And for some reason, he goes outside. And all three of these guys very clearly have outside leverage. Like that's where they want to tackle him. They want to force him that way because the linemen are pushing them that direction. They have no chance at making a tackle on him if he runs inside over here. And you can see that still this gaping hole. And, you know, he ends up managing to turn the corner and get maybe a yard or two. But that's a bad play. Here we go again. Freeze it. All right. Outside leverage, outside leverage, outside leverage. The defense would love for him to come this way. And the offense is clearly designed for him to go this way. He's got an angle. This guy's unblocked over here on the second level, but with Lloyd's acceleration, I think he's got a real good chance to get the end zone if he hits that hole. And realistically, he already should be hitting it, but you can see his legs are kind of angled out. If he's already facing forward, if his footwork is in a position to make that cut, this could be a touchdown. But he decides too late, oh yeah, maybe I should make that cut, but it's too late. This man's in the gap now. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go outside. And no shot. No shot. The crazy thing is that every single one of these plays came in the same football game. And I just showed you quite a few of them. And the reason that I did that, because I studied multiple games. It's not like this is the only one that I watched. But I promise you, every game that I studied, he had 4, 5, 6, maybe even more boneheaded plays like this that it's just going to drive a coach crazy. You got to take what's been blocked for you. As a running back, you're supposed to get more than what's blocked for you, not less. And these vision issues, I mean, a coach is going to hate that. He's also got a fumbling issue. 10 career fumbles may not seem like a ton, but he doesn't have a ton of career touches, and it actually comes out to fumbling about once every 48 touches. That's a lot. It's something he's going to have to fix quickly if he wants to see the field at the next level. He's also an older prospect who lost a lot of his early college years to a catastrophic knee injury. As a result, his college production profile is pretty iffy, And he's never actually been given that 3-down workload that many people are hoping he gets in the NFL. It's hard to deny that Lloyd has some of the most upside in this draft class at the running back position. But when you add up concerns about age, production, injury history, fumbles, poor vision, that's a lot of risk in his profile that not a lot of people are talking about. I'm comfortable taking the dart throw in the 3rd round, maybe even the late 2nd, but any higher than that and I'm out.